So, for those out of the loop, we are having a gubernatorial election in California in a little bit over a month, in June. And one of the debates is not the first debate, but this is the first debate that I watched with the candidates. It was just conducted yesterday. And I mean, Jesus Christ. Quite frankly, as a political science major, it's easy for me to feel as if we have leadership that is unprepared for the moment, leadership that doesn't understand how society is changing and what we need to do to combat these things that are happening. And that debate has proven that to be so incredibly true to me, because on that stage, what you witnessed were establishment politicians doing their establishment politician bullshit, both Republicans and Democrats. And then you had Tom Steyer over there, who just looked a little bit lost. Was not he? I mean, I support Steyer. I think he's the best candidate. But Steyer does not have he doesn't have the quickness. He doesn't have the there's a thing about politicians where they learn how to speak in ways that are easily interpretable and in ways that signal to the right people the things that they want them to pick up from it. You saw that with Becerra, especially when it came to talking about racism and immigrant rights and things like that. You saw that with Matt Mahan when it came to, I'm going to be a governor for the people of California. Because the people of California, what they want is results. And when you look at San Jose, we've been successful at not just bringing people indoors, but actually implementing the policy. It's like, it's all, very, very performative. And Tom Steyer doesn't have that performance to him, unfortunately. I think it makes him look worse than he otherwise would. And I think he probably needs more surrogates, more non-Tom Steyer people advocating on his behalf. But back to the overall point. So first of all, my biggest issues with the debate were, firstly, the Republicans on stage and the way that they were treated. They put the Republicans right in the middle, separating the Democratic candidates from the Republican candidates and kind of centering them. And I think that's a strange thing to do. I understand the stylistic choice of it, but I think they should have either been, randomly interspersed, evenly so, as opposed to cluster right there together to, tag team off each other. Or they should have just been, put on either edge, or, anything besides what they did. I think that was a bad decision, and it just kind of created a strange sort of feel to the debate. But beyond that, the candidates, I don't like the candidates, but I'll get to that later. But beyond that, what I really didn't like were the questions. The whole purpose of a debate is that the candidates are all talking about the same things. You get to compare and contrast, right? Like, you're looking at a group of people all responding to the same questions. And at least for the first hour of the debate, they kept asking, okay, this question's for you, and this question's for you, and this question is for you, and particularly for you, and for you, and for you, and for you. What are we doing, dude? As upset as I was with the politicians in this debate, I was just as upset with the journalists asking the questions. And maybe, you can blame this on them being local journalists who don't have to deal with politics in the same way that people working on the national level do. Or you could just blame it on, I don't know. Really, that's all I can think of. Because, so underwhelming. But yeah, I just really didn't enjoy the structure of the debate at all. But then when it comes to the candidates, God, dude, I'm afraid for our state if any of those candidates win that isn't Tom Steyer. And not because I love Tom Steyer so much, but because genuinely we are at a moment of crisis in our country, in our state, in our society. Everything is coming to a head right now. We have a bunch of people who are completely uneducated in the ways that we expect them to be, despite the fact that they have the credentials that we previously associated with a certain level of education and intellect. Beyond that, we have AI, which is not a problem because, AI is going to take over the world. AI is a problem because the same rich people who have been stealing everything from you already are going to just steal more from you using this technology as an excuse to do so. They did the same thing with Uber. They did the same thing with Waymo. Oh, this driverless taxi, it's so much better than the taxi with a driver where you're going to help somebody actually pay their rent and support their family because, look how cool and techie it is. Ooh. Meanwhile, are those Waymo cars cheaper? I don't even know. But what I do know is if they are cheaper, first of all, they will not remain that way. And second of all, once the prices do raise on these Waymo vehicles, you're not seeing a damn dollar back from it. You're not seeing any of the benefits of this technology. All you are seeing is change being imposed on you for the purposes of then taking more of your money. And it's a fucking shame. And not only is it a shame, it's going to end the world. It's going to end society as we know it and turn us into a society that we do not recognize. And if the candidates aren't willing to say that plainly, aren't willing to say that simply, then the candidates are on the wrong side of the issue. And that's the big problem that I have with the debate, is that we were just discussing issues as if these things aren't existential, as if these things don't make or break. Everything is make or break right now. We have a fascist president. We have politics currently exhibiting characteristics that we previously thought we'd excised from the political system. You have Donald Trump blocking the Strait of Hormuz, disrupting global energy flows, threatening to starve off large portions of Southeast Asia. For what? For what? Because Iran, they can't have a nuke. I don't want them to have a nuke. I thought we blew up the nuke. Oh, well, they have bombs. They're going to kill Israel. We must protect Israel, you fucking piece of shit. It's crazy. It's crazy and it's ridiculous. And the fact that people running for governor of California the most democratic, the most wealthy, the most populous, not the largest, although largest in many ways. The fact that people running to represent this state don't have more to bring is embarrassing. It's embarrassing. Katie Porter, you're not Hillary Clinton. Sorry, that era of politics is over. You can't come in this pantsuit with your little canned responses and all the shit that you practice in the mirror right before you yelled at your staffer or whatever the fuck it may have been, and think that you're going to win an election. Because we do not need people who can lead the way that we've been led previously. Look where it led us. If this old leadership was acceptable, then we'd be in an acceptable place. But we are not, which means that we must have a change. We must have a change. And none of these people are running to represent real change that actually centers working people, except for Tom Steyer. And it's a shame. It's a shame because it's such a wide open lane. It's a shame because if they recognize you, people around us, the people who you talk to every day, the person who bags up your groceries, the person whose Uber you get into, the person who drops off your Uber Eats meals, whatever it may be, if they recognize those people as human fucking beings with hearts, with emotions that they could talk to, that they could speak to, then they would be winning these elections. They'd be winning the election at hand. I mean, it would be so simple. But they don't care about you. They don't care about you. They don't care about what you care about. They don't care about your issues. They don't care about any fucking thing but these donors, but the money and but the power. And it's a shame. It's so embarrassing. And I'm so upset. I'm upset because we deserve better. And the fact that we deserve better is not, some socialist political opinion of mine. It's reality. Look at this. We built this country. We built these roads. We build all of these systems that are used as tools to oppress us, as tools to disempower us, as tools to take away all of our money. And what do we get for it? We get nothing. We get to go kill more people in the Middle East. Oh, wow. I'm so excited. It's a shame.